Connie Keene here with Quantum Energy Infusion, where everything is energy. Welcome to Module 3, Tap Into You. Modules 3 and 4, Tap Into You and Find Your Flow, have to do with our energy systems using the meridians. So the meridians are rivers of energy that flow through our body and that are associated with the organs in our body. They are part of the traditional Chinese medicine. They've been around for over 5,000 years. Thank you to the Chinese for discovering this, mapping these, and keeping people healthy all of these years, keeping the qi flowing through their body. So our daily exercise for this week is called the 4 Thumps. It will activate 3 meridians and your thymus gland. Now, when I say thumps, I mean thump, like think Tarzan. This is the thymus gland. It's on your sternum. It's right in the center of your sternum, and the thymus gland resides under there. This is good for your immune system. It's the gland that produces T cells. So talk about waking yourself up. So when you think, and literally just think Tarzan when you go there. Now, if you'll notice, I'm not making a hard fist. I'm making a loose fist, and I'm using these fingers right here to gently thump, but resonate. It resonates through my chest. I'm thumping in a way that it resonates. So that's the thymus thump. Now, the first meridian thump is actually your stomach meridian. The stomach meridian helps ground us. It starts here, comes down and around, goes through our body, and comes out that second toe. That second toe is a grounding place for our body. So this energy comes through us and down into the earth. So we want our stomach meridian awake and active and working with us and grounding us. Now, we're going to use the stomach 3, the third point of the meridian. So we're going to come underneath the cheekbone, and if you'll notice, I'm right underneath my pupils, right here. Now, stomach 2 happens at the top of the cheekbone. Stomach 1 is like back in the eye socket. Stomach 2 is on top of the cheekbone. Stomach 3 is right here underneath it. And for the way that we're going to thump on this, we don't want to be on that delicate skin underneath the eye. Go for stomach 3, right under here. So when I say thump, I mean it. You're going to go in there and you're going to thump and you're going to breathe through your nose, out through your mouth. Let the oxygen excite everything else along with that energy. All right, so that's the stomach thump or the grounding thump. Kidney thump, K27. This is the last spot, the last point on the kidney meridian. The first one is on the bottom of your foot, comes all the way up through your legs, up the center of your sternum, either side of your sternum, and ends right here under your collarbone. Now, this is a point you want to know. I probably tap this point no less than 10 times a day. I'm absolutely serious. Or just sit and hold it, or rub it. So K27, find your collarbone, trace your fingers along your collarbone till they come here, and then your collarbone ends. And underneath where that ends is your sternum right in through there. So trace it to your collarbone ends, drop down right underneath the bone. And if you'll notice, you're about 1 inch away from your sternum on either side. Now, if you're a man, you may be farther away. My husband's K27 sticks out so far, I don't even think he's in the right place. But their chests are broader and their bone structure is larger. So here's the collarbone. I'm dropping down. Now, if you push in there pretty good, you can feel a rib. In other words, you're between your collarbone and a rib in there, right? Now, push around enough, back and forth, left and right, so you can feel a little indentation in there. So it's not only an indentation between the collarbone and the rib, but then there's another even softer indentation in there. That's K27. Now, I need to breathe just because I've been messing with K27 so much, it's already activated my energy. So what we're going to do is we're going to thump in there. And I should be thumping hard enough that the microphone clear over there picks it up. All right, K27, that's the kidney thump. Spleen, the spleen meridian metabolizes food, energy, thoughts, emotions. We really need our spleen working. The spleen begins on the big toe, comes all the way up your leg, spans out at your hips, comes up, Spleen 20 is here, and spleen 21, the ending point, is right here. It's 4 inches underneath the armpit, so think down 4 inches. Women, it's where your bra band is. Men, it's right across from your nipple. All right. Now the spleen, so right here, you can tap under your arm. If you've ever done any tapping, you've seen people do this. All right. That's the end of the spleen meridian. Now, so you can do it like this and then grab the other side. Or you could like do this if your arms are long enough to get both sides. But I'm telling you what, when I say thump, I thump. So I make that soft fist like I did with Tarzan. And I'm actually, instead of using those, I'm going to use this part of my hand. And I'm going to come in and look. I can thump both of those at the same time. Now close counts, right? This is a percussive thump. You don't have to like get exactly in spleen 21, right where the needle would go if you were seeing your acupuncturist. We're talking about close counts here. And it's activating the energy coming through that spleen. So we tap, breathe in, blow it out. Okay. This exercise takes about 30 seconds for me to do. I've timed it and it comes out like 32 seconds, 34 seconds. I was a classical piano teacher for 40 years. So I'm all about rhythm and meter and movement. So I do this in a rhythm. Now, for those of you that do music or have had any kind of music that this means anything to you, I do 4 measures of eighth notes. Think 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's 4 measures of eighth notes, 4 measures of 4/4 going all the way through. Why do I do that? Well, what I know about rhythm and what I know about the structure of meter and metric accents and how rhythm moves things forward, I happen to know that, and I let that work for me in energy medicine. Would that affect something having to do with energy? Totally. So let's let that work together. I am going to demonstrate for you how I do this exercise. You know, instead of a daily exercise, I should probably call this my hourly energy exercise. You can do this. If I'm sitting working at the computer, I'll get up and just go around and do the 4 thumps, right? I'm just like, oh, I need a charge, right? I need to activate my energy. I need to excite it. I think about the 4 thumps is the daily energizer, the daily exercise that excites my energy. And that's how I think about this. Well, I wake up really early and I have a writing practice in the mornings. But the mornings that I have to get up, you know, when my alarm goes off at 5:30 or 6 and I'm like in the shower, makeup on, out the door, I do this and I'm in the shower. I'm doing those 4 thumps while I'm in the shower. I mean, you talk about let's wake up world. You're in the shower, you've got the water flowing over, you're clearing your aura and you're thumping and you're moving that energy out. You're waking all your systems up. So use this anytime you think about it. If I've driven a long time and I'm in the car, I'll do the 4 thumps before I get out of the car to go into a meeting. It's a great energy technology. Use it every time you think about it. And it takes 30 seconds. So I am now going to demonstrate to you how I do this in a rhythmic way using meter, and which also creates a forward motion with the energy. That's my experience, is it creates a forward motion. And it takes about 30 seconds. Okay, 4 thumps. Wow, that's a buzz. The 4 thumps.